Production.
What up? What up? We're looking at DeFi Technologies. Chart looks great here. Just continuously grinding higher. We're looking at it from a weekly, that's a 2-day. If you look at it from a weekly perspective, the 21 EMA has been look how strong this stock has been performing. Holding the 21 EMA as support the entire way up. We're creating this chart loves triangles, man. You could draw out a bunch of different triangles on this name. You have a nice ascending triangle here, triangle wedge, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Another triangle around this range, same thing with the ascending triangle. It looks like we're creating a similar kind of pattern here right now again. Right, this chart has just been loving the triangles. Overall, looks very good. I think we would, the only thing I'm trying to be aware of is that there's slowly a bearish divergence occurring, and that, if the stock decides to, where's the 8 EMA? Let me get that pulled up. Or if the market decides to, pull back for whatever reason, that the cross of the 8 and the 21 will be probably the first sign to pull off, I think, right? So again, this is where we see it, right? That death cross here. That's what I'd be paying attention to now. Everyone's getting really euphoric. It feels like there could be a top coming, but then as well, you think of it from like a broader perspective, and it's like, how is there ever going to be a top for the next 20 years? It's just going to slowly grind higher and higher, the crypto space in general, right? So from a trade perspective, it's going to be more difficult to time. But if you're longer term, I think it's an exciting time, especially for a company like DeFi, where they're not even on a U.S. market yet, right? This is trading on the NEO, Canadian exchange. I think there's an opportunity here that, if there's a dip that comes, it's going to be a dip to be bought. And long term, if this gets launched onto an American market, it's going to change the game drastically for it. The amount of money that could potentially flow into this name is now available to probably at least 10x the size of the market, right? So the NEO exchanges drops in a bucket compared to the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, let's say, right? So it'll be an exciting time. You can tell that the US is just hyper bullish on crypto. You can tell, so I think it was David Sachs, he's the crypto czar of the US, talking about, redacting all of the, the bullshit suppression that the SEC previously had put onto the crypto space and reversing that, making it a hyper acceptable place to start a crypto business in the US. That's a bullish case scenario for DeFi, Galaxy, and a lot of these crypto names that are listed on American exchanges or Canadian exchanges to go up list onto an American exchange. That is a very good catalyst to have for names, especially if you're Canadian trading some crypto equities that are on Canadian markets. Names like these become that much more attractive. So that's the breakdown. Again, chart looks great. I think the most important thing here, 21 EMA looks great. Chart is look at the demand here. It's just steadily increasing. Look at the volume patterns. These volume patterns are bullish volume patterns. DeFi is just a great setup. I think, in terms of targets, if we're looking weekly perspective, we're coiling up pretty tight here between $3.70 and $5. This could be, again, in previous videos, I've stated we have this wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, right? This could be the start of like a wave five, which could take us to, a $10 to $15 zone, if things get really explosive, right? So how I'd be looking at this wave five is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of thing going into, a top. So that's how I'm looking at it. Again, I could be wrong. But from a technical perspective, this is how I've been looking at the stock since, interviewing Russell Starr back in, I think it was March 2024 or some shit, somewhere around here. That's the breakdown, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Congrats to the DeFi squad. Um, Share the video if you enjoyed it. Uh, Share this stock to your friends. It's a great time in the crypto space. It's exciting. So, cheers, guys.